What is up everybody, it's your boy Cameron Bash here and welcome back to the Movement channel, where in this one, I'm coming at you guys with our second video of the day, where we're taking a look at the brand new WWE 2K22 trailer and giving it the good old in-depth breakdown that it needs. If this is the first video you're tuning into of ours today, then we highly recommend that you check out our video from earlier on too, where we covered a boatload of new information about WWE 2K22, including the massive news that cross-platform community creations is coming to the franchise. That video is linked in the video description below if you want to check it out. But as I said, in this one, we're once again taking a look at that trailer that we brushed over in the video earlier today and giving it the Inspector Gadget treatment that it deserves. So with me being the no-nonsense type of guy that I am, let's not waste any more time and get straight into analysing this trailer. The first shot of the trailer says WWE 2K headquarters and features the building that I assume to be the WWE 2K headquarters, and damn, these guys work in a fancy building. That's followed up with a line 50 days until launch, and yes, they've done their math right because it's 50 days time until March 11th. YouTube exclusive streamer Tim the Tatman then walks into frame with a key to the office and lets himself in. He says, "I'm telling you man, you haven't seen anything like it," where I assume he's talking to the cameraman, as there's no one else seemingly with him. He walks into the authorized personnel only door where he steps into Easter Egg City. First we see a lady walking past with an Undertaker urn as another staff member walks past the opposite direction with a trolley full of attires. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are then seen walking down some stairs with another member of 2K staff, where you can see Jerry the King Lawler's crown and gown in the background. Now I'm going to go ahead and assume that any Easter eggs in this trailer are going to lead to those people being in the game, otherwise why would you tease them in the trailer? So I think this safely confirms Undertaker, Xavier Woods and Jerry Lawler for the game, where they were before not already confirmed. Tim the Tatman and Alexa Bliss then exchange pleasantries while Alexa swings on her swing set with Lily in a sentence that I never thought I'd say. You can also see an Undertaker robe hiding in the background. Riddle then scoots past on his scooter with a donut jammed in his mouth as Tim the Tatman says hi to him too. We then cut to a new area of the studio where Big E and Bobby Lashley are seen in mocap suits as Big E hits Bobby with the chair. This then cuts to a few staff members, MVP and Tim the Tatman reacting to the hit, before cutting back to Bobby Lashley hitting Big E with the chair instead this time. Now remember this scene because we're going to come back to this later on in the breakdown. That then cuts to the title WWE Superstars, followed by a bizarre scene of Rey Mysterio barking orders to a team full of costume designers from atop of a ladder, with his in-game WWE 2K22 entrance playing on the TV in the background. The next title to flash on screen is Game Developers, and is followed by some gameplay of Bianca Belair hitting a gutbuster on Rhea Ripley, followed by a taunt and a win scene. This gameplay slowly pulls out to reveal Bianca and Rhea playing the game in real life, where it looks like they're about to break out into a real fight with the Street Profits watching in the background, before a 2K staff member comes in to break it up and tells them it's just a playtest. The next title to flash on screen is Joining Forces and shows Drew McIntyre giving some feedback to a developer about the camera angle of his finishing move, the Claymore, as Roman Reigns drives by on a golf cart, having stolen Drew McIntyre's sword. The next title is Building Greatness and is followed by a couple of gameplay shots, one of Roman hitting a spear on Drew McIntyre, one of Kane hitting a chokeslam on Bobby Lashley, and one of Rhea Ripley hitting a riptide on Dana Brooke, now confirming Dana Brooke for the game. Also, during the Roman clip, you get a clear shot of the commentators, those being Corey Graves, Michael Cole and Byron Saxton, and we also get a clear shot of the ring announcer, which looks to be the now fired WWE ring announcer, Craig Hamilton. We then move over to another part of the WWE 2K headquarters, where in this part, musical artist Machine Gun Kelly is seen jamming out on the drums, only to be interrupted by Tim the Tatman. Now while it wasn't specifically mentioned in this trailer, based on a leak that we had earlier in the week, that alleged to be the back of the box, we learned that Machine Gun Kelly is meant to be the executive soundtrack producer for this game, so I think this appearance in the trailer all but confirms that. After interrupting Machine Gun Kelly, Tim the Tatman turns around into the Undertaker, where it cuts to some gameplay before we get to see Tim the Tatman chokeslammed by the Dead Man. Here we see Undertaker hitting a chokeslam on Robert Roode, confirming him for the game. This is then followed up by a brand new entrance animation for the Street Profits. Redesigned engine then appears on the screen as The Miz throws Seth Rollins out of the ring and through a table on the outside. Bobby Lashley and the Ultimate Warrior have small clips of their entrance shown, confirming Ultimate Warrior for the game. And that is then followed by the words "fresh gameplay" appearing on the screen as Rey Mysterio hits a moonsault onto The Miz in the ring. With fresh gameplay still on the screen, Bobby Lashley then hits Big E with a chair, and while I know there are many moves and many animations throughout this trailer that have been in WWE 2K20 and earlier, this was the animation that kind of annoyed me the most. Right near the start of this trailer, you showed us Bobby Lashley and Big E in mocap suits hitting each other with chairs. You then proceeded to show us the exact same chair shot animation, followed by the exact same, dare I say it, unsatisfying sell from Big E that we've seen when someone is hit with a chair from that position in the game for years. Did Bobby Lashley and Big E actually mocap anything, or was that just for the trailer? And if they did mocap something, then why didn't we get to see that instead of the same animation we've already seen multiple years before? This one was a bit confusing to us, not sure why this was presented in this way, and it makes us a bit unsure as to what to expect as far as new content and animations go for WWE 2K22. While seeing Big E and Bobby hitting each other with chairs gives us the impression that there's going to be brand new weapon physics and animations in the game, to not follow up by showing us some of that newness makes us think that maybe we're getting our hopes up too much. But only time will tell. We then get some really sleek and nice looking entrance shots of John Cena, Bianca Belair, Naomi and Kofi Kingston, while the words "stunning graphics" sit on screen. Seth Rollins then gets some revenge on The Miz for the table bump as he takes him off the top of the ladder with a neck breaker, and then from there we get to see some MyGM stuff. The first screen we see here has you flicking between 4 modern day general manager figures: Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon. You will seemingly have to select one of these people, but for what reason is unknown at this time. I would assume it's either going to be you'll play as these people, or they'll act as your boss while you manage a show for them. We're then followed up with a screenshot of the game mode, featuring some feedback for a show that you booked that says, "Good booking. Your opener and main event were the highlights of your show, as they should be. Focus on raising quality of your matches for higher show results." This also features a graph of how your show performed. This screenshot also confirmed Ivar for the game, which I would also assume confirmed both members of the Viking Raiders. We then see another shot of Ricochet on what looks to be a new arena for the game, which may play into some of the story aspects of MyGM. Shotzi is seen on her tank, and I'm so glad they were able to get this in the game. They've done a great job with it and it looks amazing. John Cena is then hitting a blue thunderbomb on The Miz as the fan favourite Sasha Banks shows off some of her entrance near the ring, confirming her for the game. The last new name that the trailer confirms for the game is Macho Man Randy Savage, before Rey Mysterio hits one last point to the sky, before we see the logo appear with the signature background, which we now know to be the official cover for WWE 2K22. Drew McIntyre then gets his sword back, before we see a bit more of his entrance, something that we've already seen before, but honestly, gets better and better every time we see it. This might be one of the best entrances they've ever gotten into the game. The last shots of the trailer simply show off the cover for the 3 different versions of the game, those being the normal version, the deluxe version, and the NWO for Life version, the release date for the game of March 11th, as well as the pre-order bonus that will give you 3 different versions of The Undertaker, those being the Masked Phantom version, the Lord of Darkness version, and the Boneyard version. And with that, folks, you've just watched a full breakdown for the brand new WWE 2K22 trailer for January. Before you head off, we want to know from you guys, what was your favourite part of this trailer? Was there anything in particular that they showed off that you liked? Did you find the general vibe of the trailer to be good? Or do you feel a different way about it? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more WWE 2K22 content. Thanks very much for watching this video, guys, and we'll see you soon for another one.